What's happening? This your boy Dirty 1000. Hey, new era. We gonna be rich in the morning, baby.
I remember the first time I bought a block for the first time. I had a knot for the first time. Remember the first time I'm on top for the first time. I remember the first time. I remember the first time. You remember the first time? I remember the first time. You remember the first time? I remember the first time. Remember the first time I'm on the turnpike for the first time. I bought a dirt bike for the first time. Remember the first time I counted 30 bands in a mini mansion. I rubber banded on the floor and throwed it on the mattress. Yeah, I remember the first time my nigga crossed me out for the first time. I knew the game was dirty for the first time, even though I played it perfect for my first time. I remember the first time I fell in love with her body. She was fucking everybody, I still loved her regardless. I was knee deep in the streets, I couldn't see what was popping. I was probably more in love with the money. I remember the first time I bought a block for the first time. I had a knot for the first time. Remember the first time I'm on top for the first time. I remember the first time. I remember the first time. Do you remember the first time? I remember the first time. You remember the first time? I remember the first time I had to cut my dog out cause he was snitching. I cut off my bitch, she won't mind her business. I remember the first time I'm in the kitchen. I had to cut the ounce with 7 grams of incense. I remember the first time I witnessed me a murder. The first time I'm sweating like a scripper in church now. I remember the first time I was in a sticky situation. He upped his fire, I grabbed it and he hit me. I remember the first time laying on the ground for the first time, feeling like I'm dying the first time. Remember the first time I went to jail for the first time. It was peanut butter jelly and that juice from elementary. Remember the first time I bought a block for the first time. I had a knot for the first time. Remember the first time I'm on top for the first time. I remember the first time. I remember the first time. Do you remember the first time? I remember the first time. You remember the first time? I remember the first time.
See, I remember shedding tears cause I didn't get the pair of shoes that I wanted. Growing up following the rules of a woman. Daddy was an image of my imagination cause the nigga wasn't there, so fucking with penetration. Boy, you cross the line, we fucking with immigration. Started from the bottom, now give him a demonstration. Got locked up, she told me that she was waiting. Started scripting for the money, said fuck it and started basing. Palm steady itching, money in my senses. Dollar speaking up, you niggas just better listen. I remember running from the cops, jumping fences. I remember facing life, nigga pay attention. True story, the feds had a bounty. Baby mama pregnant, got caught in Orange County with a hoe that I was fucking. Thought we had something, got locked up, turned out that she was bluffing. Boy, they said I had it coming. Spirit steady speaking, greedy for the green, got me feeling like a vegan. Sweating in my sleep, never really knew the meaning. Fucking with that white nigga, I ain't talking semen. In the head full of demons, had a nigga scheming. Cup full of syrup, left a nigga leaning. Gotta keep it real till a nigga stop breathing. Somebody just pinch me if I'm dreaming, nigga, true story.
I remember the first time. I remember the first time.
New era promotion.
I remember the first time. I remember the first time. Yeah, I'ma keep getting money. I'ma keep getting money. I remember the first time.
New era DJ.
I remember the first time. I'm working.